Hi, I'm Dan Hernandez. I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. Well, today we're back on the gale force. We're at the far west end of Catalina Island. We just started fishing. Traveled a couple hours ago from San Pedro. And today we're going to be fly line fishing close to the rocks like this in the kelp, trying to catch calico bass. I think I got one on here now. Let's see what I got. Yeah, here it comes. First bait, first fish. And it's a legal one too. Nice, beautiful calico bass. So this is what we're gonna be doing today, throwing live bait, maybe some artificials, dropping them right here close to the island, and fishing for bass like this. That's a nice, big bass. All right, well, stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Periodically, anywhere from the little 2-pounders to the 20.
Fish from Dan Hernandez. Woohoo! Dry of a boiler where it's supposed to be.
Don't reel him all the way up. There you go. Oh, hold on. We're gonna tangle it up. Bring him straight up. Bring him up. Stop minding. There you go. Yeah. Nice job. Here, come over here. Nice, Gabby.
Turn around, show the camera.
I won the pot.
Yeah, that's legal. Alright. There you go. Right up
Yeah.
In the boat. It's gotta be in the boat.
It's got to be in the boat. Okay.
Sheephead. On the purple hookup bait. What's your sack number? Number 8 in the sack number, number 1 in your hearts, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's recast it. Look at that. So you see the way that lure is bent? That means something was eating it.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Hold them right here?
Yeah.
Hand me my camera.
Nice one. Look at that. Oh. Hey, Gabby, look at Alyssa's fish.
Oh.
Look at that.
Nicely done.
I'll slap you around.
What number, Alyssa? 8.
With the assist from her father.
Beautiful Calico. Jumbo bass. Woo! That one will make it. Good times. Thanks.
I want to show you guys how easy this is. We're on the west end of the island here for the gale force. So this is the bait tank. When you come over here to grab bait, don't dig into the tank. Right here in the well is where you want to grab your bait. When you grab your bait, don't just stick your head in there, your hand in there. You want to slide your hand under the bait. So just slide it like this, hold it lightly, take the hook, put it in front of the eyeballs, and just drive that hook all the way across. Now what I'm going to do now is just go here in the corner and cast right toward the island. I'm going to cast my line right there in the white water. There. Got another bass going here. Get out of that kelp. It's a nice fish. Okay, got him out of loose. Got him out of the kelp. This is pretty easy fishing right now. Just got to get a live bait right in the rocks there. And the fish are stacked up. Haven't seen it like this at the island for a while. Here he is right here. There's another nice one. There's another beautiful calico bass. Nice, gorgeous fish. All right, let's take a little break from the action and go to the tackle box and show you the gear you need for this type of fishing. This week in the tackle box, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what we're doing today. Fishing over at the island. And over here at the island, you never know if it's going to be calico bass, bonita. Every once in a while, it's barracuda and yellowtail too. Because of that, you have to be prepared. Now, one thing that we have seen last couple of years is you need to drop down your line size. Go a little bit thinner line, smaller hooks to get bit. And because of that, I like to use a little spinning reel like this, either 15 or 20 pound test line, a light action rod, maybe medium at the most, but something you can pull on the calico bass and the bonita. This will work out fine. A lot of you always ask me if spinning rods are okay. In a situation like this, a spinning reel is perfect for that type of fishing. For a conventional rod and reel, I'd go something like this, 400 series, level wind. You put 50 pound test Spectra on the bottom, 25 pound mono on top, and fluorocarbon if you want to. Something like this works out perfect for this type of fishing. Now when it comes for catching the fish, what you're gonna actually use, bring a wide selection of live bait hooks. You never know if they're gonna have live squid, anchovies, or sardines for you to fish with, so you need hooks anywhere from a size 2 all the way up to a 3/0. As far as artificials, I really like to use the bucktails, the B52 bucktails for the calico bass. A 1 ounce model works out really good. And if there's white sea bass or yellowtail, you want to use the same 1 ounce or 2 ounce model, but in the HD series with the large hook, large 8/0 hook. Make all the difference in the world, we hook that big fish. And if the fish are up on the surface like the barracuda and the calico bass, a magic metal light, MM7 or MM5 is perfect. Swims right and slow, right up on the surface and attracts those fish. Well, this is the basic gear you need for this type of fishing. Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing. Nice job. Guess you're not going to release that one? I think I'll keep this one.
Stop whining, no. Straight up. We got him. We gotta grab onto that line and get a little video here. Big smile. Right. Those shiny silver long.
Easier said than done. Woo. Thank you. I did it all by myself.
You did really well. How do you do it, Jamie?
I know, just raw talent.
Then you gotta get it through the kelp. Thanks, dude. It makes it sporty. Number 60.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Nino killer.
Oh, big guy, big guy. Sorry, big guy. There we go. Hey! Look at that guy. Beautiful. Is he big enough?
Look at me, Chris. There you go.
NCIS is here. Fishing something different now. I switch over to bucktail. Yep.
Woo!
Oh, you gotta green something.
Yeah, bucktail.
Tail. So all these are all Calico bass?
These are all calico bass.
That's a good thing though, right?
Yep. This is a B52 bucktail. Fish with a strip of squid on there. This fish devoured it. It's a nice one. Sen, fishing with me today is we got Rocky Carroll. Turn around, Rocky. You guys probably know him from NCIS and the other TV shows he does, but he loves to go fishing. It's a secret. Hollywood doesn't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
This is my getaway. This is my happy place.
When you see him on TV, he doesn't smile this much. He plays really tough characters, mean characters, and commanding characters. On the boat, he's an angler. He likes to smile. And today, he's got his daughter with him, some of his friends, and he's having a good day.
We're having a great day. Look at this.
Nice, beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish, beautiful weather here in Catalina.
It's a lot of fun.
I could do this every day.
And this is only the first stop of the day, and it's biting really good. All right, let's take a break for the action, and where should we go?
Why don't we go to the Galley and see how to cook up one of these delicious fish?
Let's do that. All right, we'll be right back. Today in the Galley, we're in Montebello, at Pez Montebello. It's located really close to where I used to have a photography studio many, many years ago before I was on television. Montebello's a town that's really important to me. It's where I grew up. Standing next to me is Brett Thompson. He's the owner of Pez Montebello. And what do you have in store for us today, Brett?
Hi, Dan. Good to be here.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah. So we're going to do one of our favorite things. We love doing ceviches and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing a traditional ceviche today using rockfish and tomato, cucumber, kind of traditional preparation. Homemade tostadas, of course. We do kind of tweak that a little bit so it's not, you know, maybe grandma style, but it's something close to that. Yeah.
So you serve it on a tostada?
We serve it on a tostada. Do it. All right, cool. So I've got some rockfish here, which we've marinated in fresh lime, not anything bottled, but fresh lime juice, very, very important. and salt and pepper, and we've marinated for about 3 hours until it's cooked, and then drain it out. Really, really important. You don't want to leave it too long, otherwise it's going to get kind of weird and mushy. So I'm going to make enough for about 2 tostadas here. Fresh ingredients, we're using some red onion, some cilantro, we're using some tomato dice, and some cucumber, and then we're going to use some fresh lime juice here. Again, very, very important using fresh lime juice. You know, when you squeeze it like this, you get all the nice oil from the skin of the lime, and it just makes such a huge difference in the final product. So we're gonna put a bit of salt and pepper in there. So the fish is seasoned pretty well, but the vegetables aren't, so I'm gonna put some salt and pepper in there. We're making the tostadas. I'm using store-bought tortillas. I make a lot of homemade tortillas, but for this, these actually come out better. They're drier. I've got this cool little mechanism here, which just kind of holds the tostadas in place so they stay nice and flat. And just going to deep fry them, and it's going to take about 90 seconds or so, pretty quick. If you don't have this, you know, deep fryer and this kind of mechanism, you can always just take a saute pan at home and put about 1/4 inch of oil in there, and heat it up, and carefully place the tostada in there, and kind of just pat it down with a spatula until it stays flat, because otherwise it'll puff up, and then it will be ready to go in about 90 seconds when it's golden brown. So we're gonna put the dish together now. We've got our tostadas ready to go. You see they're nice and flat. I've got an aioli here, and this aioli is called chili puya aioli. Okay. Chili puya is like a halfway between a chili arbol and a chili guajillo. Kind of spicy, got the sweetness of the guajillo, got the spiciness of the arbol. Amazing. Really beautiful color. And
Great with fish.
Great with fish. And you can see it's nice and juicy. Now this is chili puya oil. So this is the oil we use to make the aioli, right? We add it like a mayonnaise, like the egg yolk stuff. And I like to put a little bit of this on top. Gives a little smokiness, a little bit of spice. And then we're gonna top it just a little decorative with a little cilantro sprigs. All right, so Dan, here's our tostada ceviche, traditional. That's ready for the taking.
And when you say traditional, to me, I normally don't see ceviche served as a tostada.
Yeah.
Usually it's in a big bowl and you use chips.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is pretty unique. This
Yeah.
looks really good.
Or untraditional.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Yep.
That's so good.
You could eat it with chips. It kind of turns into chips at this point, right?
Yeah, this one. You can taste all the different layers of flavor.
Yep.
That's really, really good.
When you taste the aioli, kind of gives it like a little bit of a creaminess, a little bit of a richness to it. Definitely not overly cloying or, but it's nice.
This is really good. Thank you, Chef.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Remember, Pez Montebello is located here right off Whittier Boulevard. A great location, great food. Come check it out. Well, thanks, Chef, and let's get back on the water, show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Let's do it.
Alright, here's one guard.
Covered. 5. Keep your eyes in the water. They like swimming around the boat here. Oh, big bass. Whatever. Another big bass. Right.
Hey, Nick, look at Nick.
All right.
coming over, sir. Camera guy.
Nice fish doing that.
Thank you. Well, brother. Thank you.
Up and over. What number? Who wants a bonita?
Got another bass here. There we go. Little bass. We're catching lots of fish here. Phenomenal day of fishing. We're almost limited out. We only need a couple more fish. Just having a great time here. Fishing aboard the Gale Force. Captain Jared and the crew has got us in all these fish. I'm gonna release this guy really quick. And when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. For this week's tip of the week, I want to talk to you a little bit about how I caught all my fish today. The majority of my fish came on live bait. Live bait meaning a live sardine, fly line, no sinker, just a straight hook, using a 1/0 hook with 25-pound test. Just cast it right to the kelp, and the fish were all over that live bait. It ate really good. Now, I did catch a couple fish on the bucktails using B52 bucktails with whole squid on it. But the majority of fishing today was really about live bait. The bonita ate it, the barracuda ate it, and all these calico bass. We had limits of calico bass today. So that's this week's tip. Get a good lively bait on, like Captain Jared was telling everybody all day today. Put on a good lively bait. You're gonna get bit, you're gonna catch some fish. Well, I wanna thank Captain Jared and the whole crew of the Gale Force. We had a lot of fun fishing with them today. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.